Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam rahmatullahi barakatuhu. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Just 1 second.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam rahmatullahi barakatuh. Ijaz bhai, kya haal hai?
Alhamdulillah, आप सुनाएं ठीक है?
Alhamdulillah. 1 second. Just gonna make a link here and then we'll inshallah start. Okay, inshallah we'll start now. Okay. Just give it a quick second. People are still joining. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Brother Nehmet, I'm gonna make you the co-host, inshallah.
Yes, brother, inshallah. Inshallah.
All right. Okay, so let's start, inshallah, and then we'll take it from there. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال الله تعالى إن هدى الله هو الهدى وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله الكريم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم أرحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة واجعله لي حجة يا رب العالمين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير آمين ثم آمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Walaikum assalam.
Walaikum salam.
So Alhamdulillah, once again, with the extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are gathered here. And today is a special day in a sense that we started this noble journey together 10 weeks ago. And today, with the extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are able to complete it. And Alhamdulillah, in the process, we have learned a lot. And I'm glad that you're all here. And I want to say a special gratitude first to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He enabled us to do this, and may Allah accept it from all of us. So the token of thanks to the people who have been with me for many years, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed them with this steadfastness and desire and this love for the language, that they keep coming back and making the class successful. They are becoming a role model for the new coming students or the new students who come. And for me, especially, all those students who are dedicated to the class are an asset. And may Allah bless you all. And please accept my thanks and gratitude. May Allah put barakah in all of this. So Jazakallah khair. For the new people who took my invitation and they started this class, I want to say to them that mashallah, mashallah, you're all very, very brave people, because this learning Arabic for most of the people is a very daunting and a very scary thing. But Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened your hearts and you took the challenge, you accepted the invitation, and then you made your effort. So in today's class, I feel everyone, doesn't matter which level you are at, we are all, alhamdulillah, winners. And we should be extremely happy and thankful, because just attending this class for 2 hours a week is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do you guys agree with me?
Yes.
Sure. Yes, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Right. So alhamdulillah, with this feeling of gratitude and happiness, what I wanted to do today was going to do some quiz or test your knowledge. But I know that you are all very tired. You've been working really hard. So I decided to go easy on you. Is that a good plan? So no
Yes.
quiz? Okay, no quiz.
No
All right.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah. So no quiz. So I'll just want your full attendance and participation. I'll do most of the talking. And when you feel like it, you can always raise your hand and let me know if you want to say something. Okay. So with that said, let's start our program today. So inshallah, 10 weeks ago, we started with the parts of speech. And we know that in English, there are 5 parts of speech, 8 parts of speech. And from them, we get 3 parts of speech in Arabic. So the noun, the pronoun, adjective, the adverbs, and the interjection, they all combine into one category in the Arabic and is known as the ismun. The fail is the same as in Arabic and English, so we call it failun. And in the harf category, we have the conjunction and we have the prepositions. Then we put our focus mostly on the parts of speech in Arabic. In the previous sessions, we had looked at ismun, so we already felt comfortable. In this class, we specifically looked at the failun. Yeah. So in the failun category, we had this roadmap that inshallah we are going to take this roadmap and try to complete as much as possible. And inshallah, this chart we will seem more relative today, or it will make more sense today, because alhamdulillah, to some extent, we have completed all of this. So we have looked at the past tense in the Arabic language, that fi'lul madi, right? And we also know fi'lul madi is complete or perfect tense. And the present future tense, I think there is a little bit of noise in the background. I'm going to mute you all for now, and then you talk when you need to talk, inshallah. Okay. So the present and the future tense is also known as incomplete and imperfect tense, and is known as fi'lul mudari. So we picked up some Arabic jargon or vocabulary so that we know what to say. Similarly, we learned that we can give commands in Arabic, and we looked at fi'lul amr last time. Fi'lul nahi, something we haven't covered yet, but inshallah we can look into that. And then the focus was completely on this thing, this al-jumlatul fi'liya. What we learned that in the Quran or in the Arabic language, there are 2 kinds of jumla, 2 kinds of sentences. One of them is jumla ismiya, which is the nominal sentence. And the second type is the jumlatul fi'liya, which we learned extensively in this class. And when you are dealing with Quranic verses, you are going to be dealing with either one of them or both of them or a combination of them. So learning these 2 different jumla, we pretty much understand the structure of the Quranic verses, which is what our goal and mission is. So when we are looking at jumlatul fi'liya, we are dealing with a fail, and we are looking for a file. Fail is the action, and file is the person who is doing the action. So we are interested in a combination. We are not only interested in the action, we want to know who is doing the action. So the fi'lun is the minimum we need when we are dealing with jumlatul fi'liya. So what we have learned so far, that there are 3 types of fail in Arabic: al-fi'lul madi, the past tense, and fi'lul mudari, which covers both the present and the future tense. And we also learned fi'lul amr and fi'lul nahi. And there are other forms, but inshallah we will deal with them in a later stage. So what else do we know? Then this is one of the very interesting things we learned. We learned the detached pronouns. And what are the detached pronouns? We looked at them, that they are pronouns, so they are nouns. And nouns have 4 properties. Like, for example, they would have a gender, they would have a number, they would have a type, and they would have a status. And we looked at them in the previous session. So in this session, we looked at huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So when we are dealing with these, we are looking at that they are singular, they are dual or plural. And in all three types, that singular is huwa, musanna is huma, and plural is hum. And we're also looking at the gender. So the top line is for masculine, and the bottom line is for feminine. And when we're dealing with pronouns, we also concern about the third person, the second person, and the first person. Now, does anybody have any questions about this? You can raise your hand and let me know. By now, I feel and I hope that even if you are not like completely in control of these things, but you recognize them, you understand them, or at least in your mind, you know what they are. Maybe you have trouble putting them together, or maybe you have trouble saying them very, very freely or in a very fast way. But overall, this has got stuck in our head. Yes? Just show of hands. Yes, inshallah, this is something we are very familiar with. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah.
Yes, inshallah.
Good job. This is good enough for me that you guys are feeling confident that this is something now you're not a stranger with, right? So then we also learned that in the Jumlatul Failiya, we had to deal with the action, the file, the doer, and then we also looked at the maf'ul. Maf'ul is the detail. Yeah. What is the detail? Like if I say, I went, that is one detail. So I'm the one who is doing the action and I went somewhere. But if I tell you I went to the mosque, then I also give you the description of what I did or what are the detail of my action. Okay. I ate the food. Then the food is the detail, the object on which the action happened. So I am the file, action is eating, and the maf'ul is the food. Yeah. And alhamdulillah, we looked at that in a lot of detail. And we learned that a file can be inside and it can be outside. And similarly, a maf'ul can be inside and it can be outside. Yes? Okay. Then we looked at the conjugation of the word. Conjugation meaning when we have the basic root form or the default root form, fa'ala, how we can make the 14 different variations from it. Why 14? Because we have 14 pronouns. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So with those 14 variations, they are the files. So then if we have a fail, we will have 14 variations when we're dealing with the pronouns. And how do they look like? They look like fa'ala, that means he did, and the pronoun inside was huwa, right? Fa'ala, for two people, they too did, masculine, then we know that huma is the one, and the suffix was the alif, yeah? Because from the huma, we took the alif. From the hum, we got the fa'alu, and the suffix was waw and alif, because alif was to protect the waw, so that we don't misunderstood it for the and, because waw is also a conjunction, and the meaning of waw is and. Is this chart familiar? You guys still familiar with this chart? So fa'alta, good. Fa'alta, fa'alta, fa'al, na. And then fa'al, okay, sorry, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna. Fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum. Okay. Fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altunna. Okay. Fa'altu and fa'alna. So what lessons did we learn from this chart? That these are all 14 verbal sentences. Why are they verbal sentences? Because each one of them has a fail and a file. What was the minimum definition of a jumlatul failiyah? That is supposed to have a combination of a fail and a file. Do we have 14 files here in different categories, male and female combined? Yeah? Show of hands.
Yes. Yes.
So when we,
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. So when we want to talk about the third person, we have different variation. When we talk about second person, we have different variation. When we have first person, we have different variation. And this is called morphology. And the Arabic word for morphology is the knowledge of sarf. So if you later on have a conversation with somebody, and if they say, have you learned Arabic? They will say yes, and say, which category have you learned? So you can say, I recently finished the sarf, or I started the sarf, because in sarf, we learned that how these root letters, when they're given in a certain pattern, how they form from one word to another word. Yeah. So this is, mashallah, very important knowledge. And I'm sure that you should be feeling very happy that in this short amount of time, in 10 weeks and 20 hours we have invested in ourselves, and all the extra time you have done for review. Alhamdulillah, we are much more knowledgeable as compared to when we started before. Yeah. Okay. So this was
Alhamdulillah.
very good. So now the second part of the pronouns was the attached pronouns. And what was so special about the first category, detached pronouns, that they were of the status rafa, and we need them as files. But when we are dealing with the detail or the object, we are looking for the maf'ul, and the maf'ul, the status we are concerned about is the nasab. Yeah. So the nasab category are the attached pronouns, and how they sound: hu, huma, hum; ha, huma, hunna;
Kunna.
ka, kuma, kum;
Kuma. Kun.
kuma, kunna; yi,
Kunna.
na. Yes. So this is for masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, and then this is combined for both male and female. It depends on the person talking. So if the female is saying, then this ya or na will be considered feminine. If the male masculine is saying, then it will be considered masculine. Now, with a show of hands, how many people are comfortable with these?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Very good, mashallah, very good. Okay, I tell you this thing. If you have only gotten these two charts out of this whole 10 weeks, you are ahead of the game, because if you understand these, you can understand almost like 99% of the Quranic verses, because they are in every place, they're everywhere. Yeah. And I preferably, personally, I like the attached pronouns because they have so much usage that you can't even believe that how much you can find them in the Quran everywhere. And they're so interesting. They can come with a noun, they can come with the fail, they can come with the preposition. Their usage is so frequent. Yeah. Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So then we looked at the fi'l al-mudari, and in the fi'l al-mudari we said the moment you see a ya and ta or alif or noon in the beginning of the fi'l, then this is an indication that we're dealing with the fi'l al-mudari. Fi'l al-mudari is opposite to the fi'l al-madi. What is the difference between fi'l al-madi and fi'l al-mudari? Fi'l al-madi, perfect tense. Fi'l al-mudari, imperfect tense. Fi'l al-madi, thing is complete, the action is complete. Fi'l al-mudari, either the action is happening, it is still continuous, or it will happen in the future. Yeah? Okay. When we were dealing with fi'l al-madi, we realized that there are three possible patterns: fa'ala, fa'ila, wa fa'ula. Yeah? And do we have the similar patterns in mudari? Yes. Yafalu, yaf'ilu, yaf'ulu. Yes. Okay. Somebody, anybody agree? Hand. Okay. No worries. All right. So
Yes, agreed.
alhamdulillah. So when we looked at fi'l al-madi, And if we took into consideration the three words zal, ha, and ba, so we get zahaba. And with zahaba, we can make this chart. We can say the mudare chart will be yazhabu, yazhabani, yazhabuna. Tazhabu, tazhabani, yazhabina or yazhabna. Then tazhabu, tazhabani, tazhabuna. Tazhabina, tazhabani, tazhabna. Azhabu, nazhabu. Yeah, we know the translation. Yazhabu, he goes or he will go. Yazhabani, they go, they too, both of them go, or both of them will go. Yazhabuna, they all go, or they all will go, and we are dealing with masculine. Tazhabu, she go, or she will go. She goes, she will go. Tazhabani, both of them female go, or they will go. Yazhabna, all of the females, all of them female go, or they will go. This is understood? The show of hand, you understand this is what this is, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when we're dealing with the second person, we have tazhabu, tazhabani, tazhabuna. Now, last session, we learned about fi'lul amr. Tazhabu means you go, but that is a sentence. This is a jumla ismiya. But if I want to give a command, I say go. Am I talking to the person in front of me, a singular male? I'm going to say izhab. What am I going to say? Izhab.
Izhab.
Yes. And what was the criteria? That we would remove the alamatul mudare, will make the last letter sukoon, and then if we can pronounce it well and good, if not, then we have to put an alif, and the haraka on the alif will be decided by the ain kalima. If there is a fatha or kasra, the alif will always have the kasra. Agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So now this is something we looked at. We looked at fa'ala, fa'ila, fa'ula. And in the mudare, we looked at yaf'alu, yafilu, yaf'ulu. Now, what did we do with them? Did we marry them together?
Yes.
Did we do the wedding planner thing, right? So what did we get out of them? We got, and this is a little, let's play along and let's do the quiz over here a little bit. So if I have ja'ala, then my mudare will be yaj'alu.
Yaj'alu.
Yes. Okay. Now let's just do simple math here. Which one is the ain kalima? The ain, right? Jim is the fa kalima, ain is the ain kalima, and lam is the lam kalima, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And mudare, the moment we saw the ya in the beginning, like this ya, is this alamatul mudare?
Yes.
And it is for the third person, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and the ain kalima is the ain, right? Now, on the ain kalima, do we see a fatha?
Yeah.
And do we see a fatha here?
Yes.
Yes.
Which bab is that? What is the name of the family? Bab?
Fataha.
Fataha.
Fataha. Mashallah. Okay, now the next one, I'm going to see a show of hands because I want to test you guys a little bit, okay? So, kataba, yaktubu. I need a show of hands. Okay, Brother Fahad, can you please explain to me what is kataba and yaktubu? Which family is that?
Nasara Yansuru.
Mashallah. So, this is Nasara Yansuru family. How did you understood that?
That's the families we learned
Yes, but what?
because of the Dhamma
So you
in
would
the
say,
present tense.
yes. So this is, if you look at Failul Madi, this is the Fa'ala pattern. And over here is the Yaf'ala pattern. And it is the Yaf'ulu pattern. Yeah. So you will look at the Ain Kalima. And the moment you saw the combination of Fatha and Dhamma, you know this is Bab Nasara. Agree? Okay. Sister Anjum, you had your hand up. So the next one is for you. Ghafara yaghfiru. Which family is this? Show of hands. If you're still interested, Sister Anjum, you can answer this question if you are interested.
Samia.
Samia. Okay, good. So this is Samia or Hasiba? Who can tell me? Sister Hunayza, is this Samia or Hasiba?
This one,
Yahsibu is for Hasiba, right?
Yes. So,
Zaraba family?
yeah, we do Daraba, I feel.
Yeah,
okay.
Zaraba family, yeah.
This is
Or has, I
this
mean,
is Daraba?
yeah,
Yeah.
Daraba.
Ah, Brother Sultan, why is it Daraba? Brother Sultan, you want to answer that question? Why is it Daraba family?
Yeah, because of the kasra,
Because
the
of the
ain
kasra
kalima.
on the ayn kalima, but over here is still the fa'ala pattern. Ja'ala,
Yeah.
kataba, ghafara. So yes, you guys are right. This is Daraba family. Okay. Now let's look at this one. Rahima. Who wants to go next? Any show of hands? Sister Homa, Rahima, and then Yarhamu.
Samia.
Samia, mashallah, good job. Who agrees with Sister Homa? Brother Fahd, do you agree with Sister Homa?
Yeah, that's Samia, Bab
Yes.
Samia, yes, ma'am.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, because this is the Ha here, the Yaf'ilu family, I mean Fa'ila family and Yaf'alu family, right? Okay. Hasiba, and this is Yahsibu. So the answer is right in front of you because this is the, which family is this?
Hasiba.
Hasiba.
Hasiba family.
Very good job. So how do we know the difference between Samia and Hasiba? That Samia, the Mudari will have the Fatha, and Hasiba, the Ain Kalima and Mudari will have the Kasra. Okay. Now, any other hand? Da'ufa.
Karuma.
Brother Rijal, you don't believe in raising hand, do you?
Yeah, sorry about that.
So you are correct. This is Karuma family. Brother Javed, do you agree with the Brother Hijaz? Brother Javed? Do you agree with Brother Javed that this is the Karuma family?
Yes, this is Karuma family.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Okay, good. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some examples side by side. And I can also test you if you guys want. Do you want me to test you guys on this? Any brave volunteers?
Yeah, inshallah. Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay. So katabal muallimu ad-darsa ala saburati. Now I'm going to give you help a little bit. Sabura is the blackboard or whiteboard. Ad-darsa is the lesson. And muallim is the teacher. And Allah is on the whiteboard. So the translation, we can do it later. But do we know what kataba is? Is kataba failul madi?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Brother Ijaz. From now on, please raise your hand before you answer the question.
Okay, good.
Because I'm trying to get benefit to everyone so that everybody gets to test out their knowledge a little bit. Okay, so show of hands, kataba. Who can tell me what kataba is? Okay, Brother Ijaz, go ahead. Kataba.
Fi'l Madi.
Is Fi'l Madi.
Failul Madi. Jazakallah, Brother Faiz. Now, Brother Faiz, now kataba is this Failul Madi, but does it supposed to have a file in it as per the grammar, Arabic grammar?
Yeah, I think it should have a file in it.
It should, because without that you cannot have a fail or
Yeah.
a jumla fail. So
Yeah.
is kataba, if you only had kataba, is that a jumlatul failiyah?
No, because I don't think that will be
Okay.
a full sentence.
You just said that
Yes, no, it will be.
it will be, because jumlatul failiyah minimum is the fail and the file.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, if it is kataba, who is the file? Which pronoun would you think of the kataba?
You mean when you say which pronoun you're talking about first,
Like
second,
huwa,
third
huma,
person?
hum. Because see, you're looking for file. For
Mhm.
file, what kind of pronouns you're going to look at? Attach or detach?
Detached.
Detach, because the status is rafa, yeah?
Yes.
Kataba, what pronoun is coming to your mind when you look at kataba?
Yaktabu? Yaktaba?
The
Like third person?
you said detached pronouns, right? Can
Oh,
you
yes, sorry.
detach pronoun? Huwa, huma, hum, right?
Mhm.
So kataba, this is siga number 1. This is the very first cell.
Oh, right, okay.
What is the file?
File is
Huwa.
kataba.
Yes. Huwa is the file, right? Kataba the first siga, right?
Right.
Okay, brother Nemath. Al-muallimu. Is this a noun? Al-muallimu is noun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Now, is muallimu is noun. So, what is the status of al-muallimu, brother Nemath?
Ilm.
No. The status is this rafa nasab or jar? Al-muallimu is rafa nasab or jar. Okay.
Nasab.
This is dhamma and singular. Al-muallimu. This is rafa. Yeah. Agree?
Yes.
Agree this is rafa? Okay. So, Sister Homa, if this is kataba, siga number 1, and al-muallimu is rafa, do you think it is an inside file or outside file?
It's
Is this
inside file.
okay? Inside file is normally a pronoun, right?
Oh,
Right? Inside file is a pronoun. But
yes.
as soon as after siga number 1, if we see a rafa noun, don't you think the file is outside?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so in this case, the file is al-muallim, right?
That's right.
Kataba, the teacher wrote. The teacher wrote. Kataba means he wrote.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a madi, so it will be he wrote. Yes. So
Yes.
kataba al-muallimu is the teacher wrote. What did he wrote? Ad-darsa. So Sister Uneza, what is ad-darsa? Is it a rafa or nasab?
It's a nasab and it's a maf'ul.
Maf'ul, right? So what did the teacher wrote? He wrote the lesson. Yeah. Now he wrote it where? Alas saburati, on the whiteboard or on the blackboard. Yes. So in a jumlatul fe'liya, do we not have fail, file, maf'ul, and mutalliq?
Yes.
Yeah.
So alas saburati is the
Harf majroor.
ala is the harf majroor, but alas saburati is the mutalliq, is the jar majroor. Yeah. Okay, Sister Anjum, if you have to convert this into Failul Mudare, how would you convert this to Failul Mudare? We are saying the teacher wrote the lesson on the blackboard or whiteboard. We said something in Madi, in the past tense. We want to convert this same thing into present. The teacher writes on the blackboard, the lesson on the blackboard or the whiteboard. Do you want to try this?
It will be yaktubul muallim
Yeah, Muallimul Darsa. Okay. Do you guys agree with Sister Anjum? She said it will be Yaktubul Muallimul
Yes,
Darsa.
that is correct.
Very good. So the only thing what we did, we took the kataba, and how do we convert kataba into mudare? We put the alamat in mudare. Yeah. Now is kataba was third person,
Yes.
and
Yes.
so the mudare will be third person, and the alamat mudare for third person is ya. Is kataba singular?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yaktubu is singular. Yes. Now from kataba yaktubu, which family? And this is a quiz question. So I need to raise a hand. I need to show some hand. So from kataba to yaktubu, What family are we dealing with? I need to see more hands, please. Let's see how many people are on board. Mashallah, 20 people. Brother Tahir,
Yes, sir.
which family is from Kataba, Yaktubu? What family is
It's the
from?
Fa'ala family, the first one.
Look, Kataba, look at the Ain Kalima. Which is the Ain Kalima on Kataba? Ta? Is
Ta,
Ta
yeah.
the Ain Kalima? What is the Haraka
Yeah,
on
right.
Fatha?
Oh, it's Nasara family, sorry.
Nasara, mashallah, jazakallah khairan. Okay, did you guys notice that the only thing changed is from Kataba to Yaktubu? Is Muallim changed in any way?
No.
No. Is a Darsa changed in any way?
No.
And is anything changed in the Ala Saburati?
No.
No.
No. Because the only thing we are doing, we are making from the perfect tense to imperfect tense. Right? Sister Anjum, you have a question or you want to answer something? Sister Anjum? Okay. So, كتب المعلم الدرس على السبورة. The teacher wrote the lesson on the whiteboard. يكتب المعلم الدرس على السبورة. The teacher writes the lesson on the board, or the teacher will write the lesson on the board. Is that making sense? Now, with a show of hands, how many people felt that this example helped them understanding the concept more?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. So this is another way of learning, that you challenge yourself with different sentences and you see how you're going to learn. Okay. Shariba.
So, brother Abed, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So there are still three possibilities or two possibilities. Yaktubul muallimu darsa ala saburati. So we are supposed to understand which one applies here based on the context only, or is there any other?
So this one, let me quickly show you something here so that you have an idea what's going on. Okay, so let's see if I can find that quickly. Okay, so this is Bab Nasara. Yeah, there is a chart here. You see that? There is a chart. It's called Bab Nasara. And we are given certain Mada. Mada means the root letters, right? So over here, this is a very small list. It has Nasara, Balaga, Taraka, Hashira, Hakama, Kharaja. So what happens is, we are basically dependent on the Quranic dictionary to know that what kind of combination we are looking at. Making sense? So the Yaktubu belongs to the Nasara family. So it may have another variation. Maybe it also has Fataha. But all that detail will come from the dictionary. Is that answering your question or no?
No, my question was, so he is writing or he is going to write. How do we differentiate between those two?
Oh, so you're
based
saying
on
whether
this?
you're gonna take it as a present tense or a future tense, right?
Exactly.
It's totally up to you, or it's totally up to the situation where you are, when you see
situation.
Yeah, but so I can take it as he writes or he will write. But what I was trying to explain, you will not find yaktibu anywhere. You cannot have kataba and then you cannot have yaktibu. You understand what I'm saying? Or it's not going to be yaktaba.
No, that's right.
Yeah, it's not going to be yaktabu or yaktibu. It will always be yaktubu. That is what I was trying to show you by showing you this chart, that these words are defined by the people of grammar, and they have sorted them out into different families. For example, this chart will give you the Samia family and the corresponding root words for that. And that is why I focus on this tool all the time when I'm telling you about some sort of verb, right? When I click on tabsurun or tubsirun, I know that the root letters are ba, sad, ra, and it's from the bab if'al. And it happens to be also from bab fatah. Making sense?
Right.
When you click these letters and put it in this pattern, you will get apsara. But when you put it in the fatah pattern, you will get basara. Follow? So this is one vocabulary, and this is the other kind of vocabulary. Got it? So inshallah, we'll talk more about that. But your answer is you will define on the context you're saying. You can take it either as right now, or you can also take it as future tense. Yeah. Okay. So now quickly, Shariba Zaidun al-ma'a al-barid fil kasi. So ma al-barid is cold water. Fil kasi, in the glass. Shariba, drinks. Zaid. So Zaid drank the cold water from the glass. Is this Madi? He drank, right? Shariba,
Yes.
Zaidun,
Yes.
right? So when you look at Shariba, the mudari will be Yashrabu Zaidul ma'al barid fil kasi. He drinks the cold water from the glass, or he will drink in the future. Yeah. But can somebody tell me from the Shariba part, that Shariba and Yashrabu, what family is that? With the little knowledge we have, can we figure that out quickly? Brother Javed.
Samia family.
Samia family. And how did you
Yes.
figure that out?
Samia Yasmau. So in Muzare, Muzare is the Ya.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So that marriage planning thing really helped. Now you can easily and quickly figure out what those families are. Now show of hand. Are most of the people able to see this, or only Brother Javed was the lucky one? Sister Anjum is good. Other people? Sister
Yes.
Homa?
Yes.
MashaAllah, Brother Ijaz. Okay. Fahad, Brother Nasib. Alhamdulillah. So this is good news. So now,
Brother Abid, I just have a question.
yes.
So, for example, maybe I'm missing something, or maybe I forgot something, but I just want to quickly ask you, is like for this kataba, so when you have yaktubu over here, because there are, with the fa'ala pattern, you can have three different ones, yaf'alu, yaf'ilu, or yaf'ulu. That is based on this sentence in this particular situation, or this could have these three variations as well?
No, see, this is where I was explaining to Brother Tahir that we are dependent on the dictionary.
The dictionary. So that's the part that you were talking about. Okay, perfect.
You cannot have yaktibu. You cannot have that.
Yes.
Yaktabu, you cannot have that. It will always be from Bab Nasara. Yeah. So when you will look at these three root letters, kataba, you will always find one of the families will be Bab Nasara.
No problem.
Okay. Okay. So in this Shariba Zaidul Ma al Barid fil Kasi. Now, al Ma il Barid, cold water. Remember, we learned the compounds. Yeah. I'm going to give you the answer pretty much by explaining this, but then I need somebody to tell me which one is this one. So remember the compounds we had. We have 4 compounds. We call them Murakkabe Nakisa. And there are Murakkabe Jari, Murakkabe Ishari, Murakkabe Tosifi, and Murakkabe Izafi. When we are talking about somebody's qualities, we say, for example, cold water. So what is the name of the Murakkab when you think about the cold water? Okay, I want to see some new people before I give a chance to you guys. Sister Amirunisa, would you like to answer this question? Al-Ma al-Barid. Sister Amirunisa, are you with us? Okay, let's see who else is not. Okay, Anjum Sultana. Sister Anjum Sultana, please go ahead and tell me what is Ma al-Barid. What kind of murakkab is that? Tosifi, murakkab Tosifi. Is that what you're saying, murakkab Tosifi?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, you are right. Because cold water is telling me the quality of the water. Yeah. Now, fil kasi, Brother Tahir, what is the letter fa? This fi here. What is this? What is the name for this? Fil kasi. What kind of murakkab is this?
So this is murakkab jari, because this is a harf jar.
MashaAllah. As soon as you saw the harf jar, so you know that this is murakkab jari. Now with the show of hands, how many other people knew this? And they didn't choose to answer, but they knew it. Alhamdulillah. Good. So in this sentence, this Zaydun, is the file?
Yes.
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 Is it an inside file or outside file?
Outside.
Outside file.
MashaAllah. Why are we dealing with an outside file? In what two? This is a quiz question. In which two categories you are allowed to ponder about an outside file, and the rest of the time you're okay? And any show of hand, in which two sigas, okay, Brother Javed, what two sigas prompt you to look for an outside file?
1 and 4.
1 and 4. What is special about 1? Is for the?
1 is hidden siga, 1.
No, it's for the male.
For the male, yes.
And the number 4
Male
is
singular. Female.
female, right? So over here, Shariba is, we are talking about something, and Zaidun is male over here, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're talking about Zaid. Al-Ma al-Barid in this sentence, is Al-Ma al-Barid is a file or a maf'ul? Show of hands. Brother Tahir.
Maf'ul.
Maf'ul. Why?
Because it is the file is Zaid, so
Yes,
this is
file
what
is
the
Zaid,
action is.
and he's drinking the water, right?
He's drinking the water.
Okay, mashallah. Good job. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. This is Yashrabu Zaidul Ma al Barida fil Kasi. Now we want to make it into, is this Fil al Mudari, by the way?
Yes.
Yes. I want to ask a question, that is Zaid drinking the cold water from the glass? So how would I say Yashrabu Zaidul Ma al Barida fil Kasi? Sister, Brother Ijaz, do you want to answer this question? How would you make a question?
Yes. هل يشرب زيد الماء البارد في الكأس؟
You will either use the hal or the a.
يشرب, yeah.
Yes. And is this new material or is this something we have learned already?
We have already learned, yes.
Right? In the 2 sessions back, we learned how to make questions in the Fi'l al-Madi. Now, the Fi'l al-Mudari is the same thing. The only thing you changed was from Shariba to Yashrabu. Yes? Okay. So, is Zaid drinking cold water from the glass, or will Zaid drink cold water from the glass? Is that making sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
because this will interrogative will apply only for the future and the present, not for the past.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look at this one. Yaktubul mu'allamu darsa ala saburati. Is this something we just looked at a minute ago? How do we make it interrogative?
Brother Abid,
Yes, Brother Rijal.
can I add something to the first one? Yashrabu. About 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago or so, a brother asked, "What is the difference between hal and a?"
Yeah.
When you in a question tag, and I looked everywhere. The only thing I could find is that on a negative question, it's generally a, not hal.
Okay.
So if the question is negative, for example, alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil, alam nashara, you will not find negative with hal.
Okay.
Or if you want to say alaysa kadhalik, isn't it so? Negatives will take, and yeah, so that's the only thing I could find, but there is nothing really specific about it. But it's my opinion. I don't know.
Okay. Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair for adding the information you learned. Jazakallah khair for the effort. Okay, so how do we make this question? Any show of hands? Okay, Sister Homa.
Yeah, we just add hal or alif with hamza.
Okay, so very good job. Okay, so we also learn about how to make negative. So we want to make a negative of imperfect tense. Now let's remind ourselves, in the Madi, we just added the word ma in front of the word and it becomes negative. So in the Mudare, I want to say Zaid does not drink water. Okay. Or he did not drink water. Okay. Yashrabu Zaidul Ma'u. The only thing I'm going to do is what? I'm going to add la. La yashrabu Zaidul Ma'a. Okay. Question for you. In this sentence, in both sentences, al-ma'a, what is the status of al-ma? Who can please tell me? What is the status of ma?
Nasab.
Mansub.
Okay, guys,
Mansub, yeah.
I'm looking for a show of hands so that everybody get a chance. Brother Mansoor, what is the status of ma here?
Rafa.
Al-ma'a.
Rafa.
Okay, anybody else? Brother Fahad?
Mansub.
Nasab.
Nasab, right? Or Mansub? Yes? Okay. So if this is Nasab, and this is a Jumlatul Failiya, who can tell me which one is the file and which one is the maf'ul? Brother Sultan, which one is the file and which one is the maf'ul?
Zaidun is the file. Ma is the maf'ul.
Maf'ul, mashallah. Because Zaidun is Rafa and Al-Ma'a is Nasab. Yeah? Okay, good. Yakuluna ta'ama. If you want to make it negative, all we do, we put the la. Okay, at-ta'ama. Who can tell me the status of al-ta'ama? At-ta'ama. Sister Homa?
Yeah, it's nasab again.
Nasab again. So what is the role of ta'am in this sentence? File or maf'ul?
Maf'ul.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Let's take it with this. A'budu. A'budu mean I worship. Yes? How do you make, you want to say I don't worship. You will say La a'budu. Yes? Okay. What is the file in a'budu? Who can tell me the file? Show of hands, please. Brother Javed, what is the file in a'budu?
Is a hidden file.
Hidden file? Which one is that?
Hidden file, Sika number 1.
Okay. Anybody else?
I think it's I worship.
I worship. So who's the file?
Me.
I, right? I.
Yes.
Yes, you. But I.
Yeah. Yes.
And what is the Arabic for I?
Ana.
Ana.
Jazakallah khair. So I is not hidden, is one of the Siga number 13. I worship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Mudare or Madi?
It's Madare.
Mudare, right? And how do you say I don't worship? La
a'budu.
Mashallah. Okay. How to answer the interrogative question? Let's take a look at that. If I want to say man shariba or mai yashrabul ma al barida fil kasi. In the earlier sentence, we said somebody drank water, cold water from the glass. Now I'm saying mai or man. Man is who, yes? So I'm saying who drank or who drink or who will, who drank the water from the glass. Who drank it? What is the answer?
يشرب خالد ماء البارد في الكأس.
Okay. Khalid, where is the Khalid coming from here? Okay, Sister Homa.
No, I make it.
Okay, hold on. Sister Homa.
I answered that question.
Okay, what is the answer we're looking for? Man or mai yashrabul ma al baridi fil kasi. Sister Homa, what's the answer? Considering the previous sentence.
Yeah. I don't know that. Whoever drinks the water, we should give the name of the Zaidan, yes.
So it's not a trick question, it was Zaid. Okay. Okay. Maza yashrabu Zaidun fil kasi. What Zaid drank from the glass? What was the answer to Maza? What did he drink, guys?
Wow.
Speak, Kasim.
Al-ma al-barid. He drank.
Al-ma.
You forget about all these things. Man is who? Maza is what? Or why? Something like that. Okay. Mata yazhabu Zaidun ilal madrasati. Mata is when. When will Zaid will go to madrasa, right? When? You can say anything. You can say subh in the morning. Yeah? Okay. Aina yazhabu Zaidun. What is Aina?
There.
Where? Where is Zaid going?
Madrasa.
Okay, Fahad, where is Zaid going?
يذهب الزيد إلى المدرسة.
Ah, mashallah. Mashallah. Zaidun ilal madrasati. Zaid went to, or he goes to the school. Okay. Okay. We wanted to talk about the emphasis in the imperfect tense, but I don't think we have enough time for that in this session. So we will continue this in a future class, inshallah, when we resume after a few weeks. But today, so far, the stuff I have shown you, is that a good review and a reminder and a refresher of your memory, like what we talked about?
Yes.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Now, did that refresh some of your things? And does that also make you feel that, do you believe that you have learned a lot of stuff in this short amount of 10 weeks? Show of hands, right? And are we feeling happy? Are we feeling excited that when we were taking the first step, it seemed like a big deal? But now, mashallah, at least we can say that, oh, look at us. We have, alhamdulillah, done so much, right? So we're not done yet, but I'm trying to take a break now so that we can come back in 10 minutes and then continue. And we still have another exciting 1 hour to continue with our, review and further testing of our knowledge. So 20 people online. I don't want any one of you to go away. Please come back and let's finish this class together so that we can make dua at the end. Yeah. So are we coming back in 10 minutes?
Yes, inshallah.
Okay. So
Yes, inshallah.
let's meet at 11:08. We have 10:58 right now, 11:08, and then you'll find me here. Okay, Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right, we are back. Everyone is back, alhamdulillah. Please show of hands. Let me know you're back. Okay, mashallah. Good, good. Okay. All right. So we are quickly want to do this routine we do. We try to get some feedback from you guys. Okay. So let's quickly get this out of the way, and then we will continue with our lesson. So what I want from you, because mashallah or alhamdulillah, we have completed 10 weeks of this. So I want to know how you feel and what is your feedback on this. So in a nutshell, I'm looking for, like, did this course match your expectation? You can talk about that. And I'm more interested to know that if your relationship with the Quran has improved, are you feeling more attached to the book of Allah and your attitude has changed toward the Quran? And are you interested to learn more Arabic now, inshallah, right? And are you going to continue with the new students? I want to retain you, meaning we have another class coming up in 3-4 weeks time. So are you going to continue with us? So without any long introduction, I want to start with somebody. And any volunteers? Sister Uneza, your hand is up, so please you go ahead first, and then we take it from there. And let's try to keep it 10, 15, maybe maximum 30 seconds so that we can all get it. So Sister Uneza,
my hand is up only because you asked if we are back.
But now you're stuck, so you will start with you, inshallah. Go ahead.
No.
You can do quick feedback, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, I've learned a lot from your lessons, and I've been learning for obviously almost like I think 2 years now. And I feel that my relationship with Quran and even understanding the words, and sometimes when reading, finding, oh, this is nasab, this is rafa, this must be this, like, so it's pretty good for me, I would say. Obviously, there's a lot still to learn, still that it's not enough, but it's very interesting and very even like this class, because there was some stuff that was like, we learned previously as well, because some of the advanced classes, but still I find it was a good refresher, like even for things that we all forget. Nobody can remember that much unless you obviously spend that much time into it. So I feel that I had a very, like, for the basics, I think I got a very good understanding in the last this whole session, like for the last 9-10 sessions. So alhamdulillah, I feel my relationship is getting better with Quran each and every time that I learn with you.
Alhamdulillah, that's all good news. Anything else would you like to, what is your message, or you want to say anything else? Or
say that anybody who's new in the class, obviously sometimes it feels, like, because especially we older students give answers quickly, and people may think that, they might not know enough. Don't feel that way. I was feeling the same way when I was first time it started, but alhamdulillah, I didn't give up, and it was like, it just I felt that way, but then I keep continuing, because when I joined, it was an advanced course. So it was not basic, and it was already, like, it seems very hard. But inshallah, with time and with even being consistent to attend the class, and sometimes, working people especially, they don't have enough time to revise and do anything, but it's still, every single time you will learn something, and you will definitely take something from these 2 hours that will be helpful for you to understand Quran. So don't be discouraged and don't leave. Keep
You'll always be motivation and encouragement for everyone. And you're a good.
One more thing I want to say, you will not find that a good teacher as Brother Abid, because even if you are not there, he will message you, he will, and take that that much time for each, and we are mashallah sometimes 20, 30 students, but I'm pretty sure he is always asking if someone is not there. He was trying to find them out, like what's going on with them. If there's everybody has something in their lives that going on, he will keep in touch, make sure that you will come back, and whatever is the reason. So it's like I feel that that's a very big thing. Other than your teaching style, alhamdulillah, is very good. And that's very important, because even if sometimes you're feeling low or discouraged, he will always encourage you by asking, and that you're important to the class.
Yes, definitely. Each one of you is an asset to me, and it's a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we want to keep that support system alive and help each other out, and don't leave each other, alone in the time of need. Jazakallah, Sister Unaiza. Thank you very much. You'll always be an inspiration. So since Brother Faiz from the same family, so Brother Faiz, you are next.
Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Assalam.
So, I mean, Sister Unaiza has already said what I wanted to say, but I just wanted to add that just your level of dedication, Brother Abid, is amazing. And I know that you have pretty busy job as well, plus you look after an elderly parent, your father. On top of that, giving this much time, and not just the time, the way you teach and the way you're genuinely excited about this, and you genuinely want us to learn. For myself, all I can say is this is my second set of classes, and I took some Arabic as in the school for 2 or 3 years in my elementary grades, so I knew a little bit, but I would say my recognition of words in the Quran has gone up at least 25-30%. So it's much more meaningful when I'm reading Quran or when I'm doing namaz. I actually kind of know what I'm saying in Arabic. So that means a lot to me. It engages me to my namaz and my Quran. And you have been the resource for it, Brother Abid. So thank you for doing that.
I really appreciate your kind words. It's a pure blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I feel this motivated, and you guys keep me motivated, because you guys are also very sincere and dedicated, and it's a teamwork. So I cannot do it alone. So thank you for being there and having trust in me and doing it with me. Jazakallah khair, Brother Faiz. So Brother Ijaz's hand is up. So let me ask him what he wants to say. Go ahead, Brother Ijaz.
Thank you, Brother Abed. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Al-Salaam.
Brother Abed, your dedication, your motivation, and your perseverance encourage me to continue learning Arabic. Sometimes we feel low, but when I ask myself that where our teacher and Brother Abed is so motivated and we are not paying attention, that is some sort of remorse for me to inspire me from your dedication and perseverance that I should continue and learn. There's a hadith of Sallallahu that if you learn one ayah of Quran, is better than saying 100 nafal. And if you act on that and learn meaning and act on that, that is a great achievement and better than saying 100 nafal. And that is the kind of motivation and inspiration for us to learn Quran, because we say we recite Quran, and if we do not know the meaning, then we cannot act on that, we cannot understand that and convey that message to others. And I have learned a lot, and my feelings are that we should continue to learn and improve our understanding with the Quran and the dedication and the love with Quran. Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Ijaz. Mashallah, you yourself is a good motivation for me to keep going, and your enthusiasm also is very, very praiseworthy. So please keep up the good work. Jazakallah khair.
Inshallah.
Okay. So any sister wants to go? I have Sister Anjum and Sister Amirunisa. Who wants to go first? Okay, I'll ask Sister Anjum if she would like to say a few things. Only if she feels comfortable. Otherwise, there is no pressure. Okay. Sister Amirunisa, would you like to say something? Okay, she looks like she's away or... Okay, we can go to Sister Homa. Sister Homa?
Yes. Usual. I've been a student for over 2 years right now. I have learned, I had no Arabic background, like didn't know, I could read Quran for sure, but didn't understand the meaning. But since I've attending this course, I know the meaning of the Quran right now. I could say like 50%. I'm very excited about that. About the class, what I like, it's because it's interactive. First of all, what I appreciate is giving this opportunity for female students in the class. I see some other courses that, you know, ladies' voice is shut down for some reason, and I appreciate Brother Abed that he keeps interactive and encourages all the time. I can say, Brother Abed, you're a very good motivated Ustad, and you're very patient with us. Your support is incredible, and I'm very happy to be in the company of good people here. Like not only learning Arabic, probably I don't advance as much as expected for the 2 years. That's okay, but when I'm in a company of good people and everybody has some wish to learn Quran, so this means it's count as a prayer for us. So I'm happy that I'm in this group, and yeah, for sure, I'm happy, and I encourage everybody to continue. Some days, sometimes you think that you don't learn anything and it's too hard and it's too difficult, but stay in touch, and you know, like nobody pressures you why you didn't understand. As you can see, Brother Abid is very flexible with us. So eventually you will learn good and you will be happy. Thank you so much, Brother Abid.
Sister Homa, you've been exceptional yourself. May Allah bless you and keep us with us a long time. And I want to see you as a teacher in the near future, inshallah. So keep working on it. Hey, Brother Nemat, are you with us? You want to say something?
Yes, brother. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Alhamdulillah, I'm very impressed with your honesty, your you know, sincerity with what you're doing, and you know, taking people from different levels of competency and you know, having them in one class and making sure everybody is engaged. Mashallah, tabarakallah, you've done a great job, mashallah, and you know, I'm very motivated to continue and learn more. I'm not very happy with the progress that I've made, but you know, that'll keep me motivated to learn during these few weeks when there's a break. So you know, I might call you and Brother Fahad, whom I know for many years, inshallah, to you know, clarify my questions, inshallah. And yeah, looking forward to the next sessions, and very happy to be with this class. Jazakallah khair. Barakallah fi.
Oh, yeah. And Brother Nemat, I'm super happy with you. Mashallah, you have done better than my expectation, and you are a very good student. And inshallah, now when you will have a break, you will look into this stuff and you will come even stronger back when you come back in January, inshallah. Yeah, so you keep up the good work, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Okay, by the way, after this, we still have some, you know, class. So don't leave just because you don't want to say thanks. Stay with the class, inshallah. We're going to finish with some Quran reading. So, and some sisters who don't want to speak, I can understand that, but their feedback is as important to me as anybody else. So if they can kindly maybe write it down in the chat or privately, I will still appreciate if they let me know how they feel. Jazakallah khair. So, Brother Sultan, would you like to go next?
So, what should I say? I don't have words to say.
Say whatever comes to your mind. We just want to know that how was
It's
your
truly fabulous. It's truly fabulous.
Jazakallah
Yeah.
khair.
Yeah,
Mashallah.
the way you motivated us, the way you you taught us, everything, every point can be appreciated. And the main thing is your periodical postings of reminders and study materials and all those things. Even if anybody doesn't want to attend, he will be motivated to attend.
Yes, Jazakallah
To
khair.
encourage everybody, whether irrespective of their levels of Arabic, you motivated everybody, every student, irrespective of their age, irrespective of their level of Arabic. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Thanks a
Jazakallah.
lot. Thanks a
You're
lot,
welcome.
Sheikh.
Brother Sultan, mashallah,
Thanks a lot, Sheikh.
you know, Brother Sultan is from Ontario, and we met through internet, and mashallah, since that day we have become good friends, and we have a very good relationship, and mashallah, Brother Sultan is a very, very dedicated student, and we inshallah continue to see him in next class, right, Brother Sultan? Inshallah, right?
Yeah, sure.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Okay. Okay, who's next? Who wants to go next? Any show of hands, or should I pick? Okay, there is somebody with name Abu's iPhone. I think it's Brother Zohaib. Would you like to say something, Brother Zohaib? It's okay, we're all family. You can just say a few words if you want.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. So, it just, you know, the thing is, like, first time I met you, you just asked me, like, do you want to learn Arabic? That's, you know, that's a beautiful invitation.
Then you look at me.
So
say,
so I said it, yes, I want to. And then you know, right away, next day, you started sending me all the, even though I started in the middle of, I think, you know, in the middle of the sessions.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, you encouraging, you know, learn, and you guided that, you know, it will take time. For me, I told you that it's gonna take time for me.
Yes.
But you know, the key thing is, like, you encouraging everyone to you know, to stay as long as, you know, you're teaching and you're guiding, and these kind of things. You know, these are the key things to stay focused and to stay, you know, in learning Arabic.
Right.
So yeah, thanks for that.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Zohaib. Now look at yourself. You are a classic example of how every average Muslim have a desire to learn Arabic, and they are willing to learn, and they're waiting for this invitation, and they don't find the resources available to them. So it's not me who reached out to you. It was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's wish that He wanted me to reach out to you. And mashallah, right away, you have such a beautiful heart. You, without any hesitation, you accepted the invitation. So this shows that you were waiting for this, and alhamdulillah, it came to you. And it's blessing for all of us that now, mashallah, you're part of the group. And doesn't matter how hard you feel.
Though I was silent for whole the session,
I
was silent because I have to learn a lot of things, which, you know, still I have to go through a lot.
Yes, but let's make a commitment today that we will continue this journey as long as we can, and we'll need Allah's help in this. But inshallah, when there is a will, there is a way. So Jazakallah khair for taking my invitation and joining the class. Brother Fahad, mashallah, my another best student. Brother Fahad, go ahead.
I was expecting this. So I like what I just want to say is, and I don't want to praise you in front of everybody or in front of you, but that is not from our ways.
Well, there is another way you can do that. I know. I'm sorry. You can take me out for lunch.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, we should probably go someday on lunch, inshallah. But what keeps one of my biggest problem is that I always lose motivation. Many times I've tried to learn Arabic, and it goes on for a couple of months, maybe 6 months, 7 months, and I lose motivation. And this was I started in with you in I think in 2023 earlier
2021.
or 2022 earlier, I think.
Yeah,
And,
yes.
and I did first and second course with you, and then I started to lose motivation. But it was your persistence and you calling me again and again and telling me, no, you should come, you should join, you should come, you should join. That was, subhanallah, one of the biggest motivator I had so far in continuing to learn Arabic. So alhamdulillah, jazakallah khairan for helping me out with that, with being the mentor and the person who's always there, encouraging and giving advice and trying to continue. I mean, you are the one who's, as the sister said, you always try to take people, and that was one of the biggest motivators. Jazakallah khairan.
So just to share with you guys, I met him in PNE, and guess what's the first thing I said? I said, when are you coming to the class? Jazakallah khair, Brother Fahad. You guys are all beautiful people. You listen to me and you don't get tired of me, and then you always say labbaik. And that is the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that we're all blessed with this beautiful heart from, for Arabic and Quran. So thank you for you coming and joining again and again. Jazakallah khair. Okay, who else wants to go next? Tahir, would you like to go next?
Sure, inshallah. So, language learning has not been one of my strong areas. So that's why I was, for the longest time, I would hear about people who, friends, family members who would take up Arabic learning first, because obviously everybody knows that the best way to interact with Quran is to understand it directly as it is recited. So I knew that thing, but I never had the courage to actually, because I knew my weaknesses, because it's not really something like I was listening to one of the videos long time ago of Noman Ali Khan, and he mentioned there was this class going on, and he asked a question to one of the students, and he wasn't able to answer, and he mentioned to him that this very good brother, Arabic is just not his thing, even though he was making a lot of effort and all that. And I could clearly identify myself as that person. So this is where I was coming from.
Right.
And Brother Abid has interestingly asked me a few times to spread the word in Abbotsford and ask others. And the last time he called me last year, and I said, sure, I'll spread the word. And then he very cleverly he mentioned that, why don't you yourself join first, because you're asking others to join. And I said, I couldn't say no to that. So that's how I got quote unquote trapped into this. But alhamdulillah, I'm just very glad that I took the step. And I know that it's a long journey. It's a lifelong journey, really. Yes. For me, it's really a lifelong journey. So this is how I look at it. I look at it, how is it going to be if I keep going at this pace, whatever that pace may be. If I keep going at this pace, where am I going to be in 10 years, in 20 years, if I'm alive, in 30 years? Right. So if I'm on the journey, it doesn't really matter, when it is complete, when the goal is reached. It doesn't really matter, as long as you're making the effort. So that's how I look at it. So alhamdulillah, we did the previous sessions, the set of sessions about ism, and so now we did the verb. And this time I think it was more challenging. So that has kind of stimulated me, because the challenge is much. This is not something that I can just sleep on. So you have to. It has really stimulated me in that sense. I'm not there where I want to be, but definitely the stimulation is there. So alhamdulillah, thank you very much, Jazakallah, Brother Abid. Your individualized attention to everyone. I'm hearing the stories of everyone, and I see myself in that, and I'm just amazed that you're able to find that much time to devote to it and give an individualized attention to each and every student. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah, Brother Tahir. And that's exactly what our mission statement is, that till the day we go in the grave, we continue learning, and we don't take it as a class, we don't take it as a subject, we just go after it full-fledged. And Jazakallah khair for saying labbaik to my call. And now you've been with us more than 6, or I would say more than that. So please stay strong and keep spreading the word. And mashallah, because of you, Sister Amirunisa also is from Abbotsford. She's been attending regularly, and Brother Wasim. So look, we do things, we don't know the impact, but alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it go a long way. Yeah. So keep up the good work.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair. Okay, so I don't want to take the whole time into this, so let's speed up a little bit. Brother Javed, a quick feedback from you, and then we will go to Brother Khalid.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. So I have been listening the different comments from all the brothers and sisters. They have commented. I feel everybody is dedicated and is very much interested to learn the Quran. But I think the hub and the background is that Brother Abad is so strongly associated and linked with every student that so he is making us more stronger to stay in touch with the class. And I personally I have been in this class for a long time, and I listen to different new students. Last time they were hesitant that we are in advanced class, how we will learn. But believe me, I personally feel that the new students, they are going ahead of the old students. Most of the students, they are very much dedicated, learning a lot, and I personally feel happy. So as far as my comments are that when I read the Quran, I'm very much familiar with the words, and I like to dig into and learn more and more. This is not a different now, like we were hesitant before, but now I personally feel very happy when I know the things and I know the meanings. So this is all because of Brother Abad. And I would say finally, to the new students or those who are interested to join this class, if you want some best teacher, brother or friend, this is the best place for you guys. Thank you very much, Brother Abad.
Jazakallah khair. You're always, mashallah, so kind. No, you yourself has come a long way, and your dedication is something which keeps me going as well. So keep up the good work. Inshallah, we'll talk. And by the way, you're all coming to the next week's breakfast. So we will have this conversation more over breakfast.
Allah.
Inshallah. Okay, so Jazakallah khair, Brother Khalid, Brother Javed. Brother Khalid, would you like to say something?
Oh yes, Brother Khalid was missed earlier.
He's here. If you give him a chance, he could say a few words.
Yes, he should go ahead.
Brother Khalid, are you with us? Okay, looks like he's probably busy. Okay, we'll go to Brother Naseeb then.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Brother Khalid is back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Nah, I said, brother, I just want to talk on my behalf.
No, I wanted you to take
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Yeah, alhamdulillah, everybody spoke. They don't left any words for me to say, but I'll say your dedication and your teaching is second to none. I haven't seen anybody more dedicated than you. And we don't dare to miss any class. So that the moment that means the class, we expect phone from you.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Khalid.
Yeah, and apart from this, you're teaching. You're having the class on Saturday and Wednesday. Plus, you're doing the IT work for the volunteer work for the BCMA. You're 2 minutes on your plate, but you have so much dedication. I just sometimes I get surprised. How do you get that much time?
Allah put barakah in your time when you do
exactly. Yeah, definitely it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Barakah in time, yes. Yeah. So Jazakallah khair for your dedication and your teaching method. Yes, so it's second to none.
Jazakallah khair, brother. Brother Naseeb, please go ahead. 20 seconds.
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, thank you, Brother Abid. About a year ago, actually exactly a year ago, I was sitting in San Francisco on this Thanksgiving Day long weekend, Saturday. And I had your program on. I was attending your class, and my nephew was sitting next to me, and I made him sit through the entire class. And after the class, he said, "How can I join?" And Alhamdulillah, he joined that day, and he's still in your class. So you have touched many people all over the place, and like Brother Khalid said, you and I, we go long way with BCMA. Your help in IT probably is as much as what you help learning the Quran. And you actually motivated me to start my own classes. I've started with my own family, close family. And my family in Toronto can hardly wait every Sunday at 2 p.m. to join the class. They are just, they're just actually logging in 10 minutes ahead of me. So, and my plan also is to get my feet wet with my own family, then expand it to my relatives, which I have many in Western Canada and US. So Alhamdulillah, it's your dedication. So all I can say is, Jazaakallahu ilman, may Allah increase your knowledge, and yarhamukallah yarhamu walidaik. Allah have mercy on you and your parents for what you're doing. That's all we can make dua for you.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khair, Naseeb. This is also good news that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has opened our hearts to this novel thing. And I'm sure each one of you, in my opinion, are ready for spreading the knowledge. But we just have to take that shyness away and take the next step. As Brother Ijaz said earlier, even if you know one ayah, it's better to pay it forward than keeping it to yourself. So great job. You started a class, and may Allah put barakah in it, right? So anybody else wants to say anything, or I think we got everybody covered except the sisters who really want to not share at the moment, but I'm sure they will share offline. So those sisters, please, I would really like to hear from you. And I want to know how you feel and how your journey has been with us. And inshallah, I hope to see you in the next class as well. So quickly, I want to show you one more slide here that Alhamdulillah, we have taken the first step and started learning Arabic. But our main goal is to connect with the Quran, right? So the journey has many paths. So some of these paths very high level, that if we really want to know the insights of Quran, or we want to get intimate with the Quran, then we definitely have to look into the seerah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because that will give us the history of the ayahs, what time they're coming, what was the background, what was the importance of that ayah. And similarly, the stories of the prophets, and then also the lives of the Sahaba, the companions. Now, since I'm a little bit short of time, I'm rushing through this. I'm going to share these links with you. And I personally follow for knowledge, Yasir Qadi, but you can follow whoever you sync with, like Brother Noman Ali Khan or Mufti Mink or Umar Suleiman or all these new scholars, which mashallah, they're all very, very good. But whatever you do, I would say along with the Arabic, making and reading Quran on a daily basis will be a must. We should never stop reading and reciting Quran. And then also we should now start pondering and doing some reflection on it. And these are some of the ideas from my life that I went into these different studies and I learned a lot and I got intimate with the Quran through these channels. So please look into that. And then before we depart, I want to do a quick lesson from the Quran. And for the next class, inshallah, we will take a 3-4 weeks of vacation or a break. And we will definitely, or inshallah, start in the second week of January. And what we will learn is the continuation of the verbs. And I'll provide more details in the group. So don't be a stranger. Don't just disappear on me. And while you are, wherever you are, if you feel the importance of this work, try to spread the knowledge. Don't be shy to tell people about Arabic, because you'll be surprised. Then anybody you would say to that, hey, would you like to learn Arabic? The answer will 99% will be yes. Yeah. So then guide them to this channel or this class or whatever you can, or bring them with you next time in the class. Okay. So with that said, we still have 15 minutes. And I wanted to do a whole lot more, because this is where I feel the most happiness when we talk about Quran and we look into different things and we try to investigate. But we don't have the time right now to do that. So I'm just going to quickly show you a few parts of the Quran, and then I'll share with you some of these links so that you can study them on your own time. So first surah I wanted to talk about was Surah Al-Ma'arij. And similar talk was done in Suratul Mu'minun. And similarly, there are some of the characteristics of the Mu'minun given in the Surah Al-Furqan. And inshallah, we'll see, time permitting, what we can quickly learn. So over here, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Innal insana khulika hulu'a. And I wanted to go over the tafsir and also some of the grammatical things, but inshallah next time. But for now, all these links will be available to you. So please continue to study. And this tool, when we look at the different words, we can go into them and look in the light of the current knowledge we have gained, right? So you can always look into this. So over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, indeed, the man was created anxious. And if you look at the tafsir, it says man is impatient. Allah informs about man and his inclination to corrupt his behavior. So if you read, this is all the way I did it. Basically, when you go on the top of this page, you click on tafsir and you will land here. And then you can read all these extra details about these verses so that you can understand the Quran in a better way. So over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, indeed, mankind was created anxious. Idha massahu sharru jazua. When touches him the evil, distressed. So when evil touches him, he becomes really distressed. And when, on the other hand, if iza massahul khairu manua. And all these words, manua, jazua, Hulu'a, these are nouns. And you can tell from the fathatan that these are in the status of nasab. Yeah. Asharru is noun. Al-insanu is noun. Nakhulika is a verb. And massahu is a verb. So inshallah, when you look at this, you quickly jump here and you go and you look at the Surah Al-Ma'arij here, over here basically. And you go to the next page. Let's say I'm going to show you quickly what I meant by massahu over here, right here. So here, massahu. So when you look at it now, and you will make more sense because the root words are meen, seen, and seen. And one of the bab is the bab daraba. And one of the bab is bab nasara. And the moment you see that, you know how it's going to Madi and Mudari going to look. Yeah. And you will also know how to make the Amr and what will be the ismul fa'il and the ism maf'ul, inshallah. And you will know the masdar. So using these different tools and also looking at, you know, what is going on here, what is this, what is that, what is ismu inna, what is khabru inna. All these tools can bring your knowledge to the next level. Okay. So when the khair touches him, he becomes miser. He wants to keep everything to himself. But who are exempt or who are different people who will not be affected like this, who will not have a behavior like this? The people who are illal musallin, except those who pray. So now when I'm reading this Quran, I read some of these ayahs, I got a little bit worried. And I know that this is our human psychology, that when we get touched with evil, then we get distressed. And obviously, when we have a lot of good, we become miser. We want to keep everything to ourselves. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, no, there is exception. And those exception is illal musallin, except those who pray. And what else they do? Allazina hum an ala salatihim da'imun. Those are at their prayer are constant. It's not like they're praying one time or two times and then quitting it. They are constantly praying, always praying, guarding their prayers, praying on time, always waiting for the next prayer to happen. So alhamdulillah, I start to feel better because now I know that in my little capacity, I'm trying to be among these people. I'm trying to pray on time. I'm trying to keep up with my prayer. Those who are constant in their prayers. And what else will they do? وَالَّذِينَ فِي أَمْوَالِهِمْ حَقٌّ مَّعْلُومٌ. And those who in their wealth, they know there is a right of others. Yeah? Who's these people? We know the right of لِلسَّائِلِ وَالْمَحْرُومِ. The one who asks and the people we know who are deprived, who are not very fortunate as of like us or some of the unfortunate people. And what else they do? وَالَّذِينَ يُصَدِّقُونَ بِيَوْمِ الدِّينِ. And those who accept the truth of the day of the judgment, they believe in the day of the judgment. They are fearful of the day of the judgment because they know that they have to be answerable for their deeds. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ مِنْ عَذَابِ رَبِّهِمْ مُشْفِقُونَ. And they are those who are fearful of the punishment of their Lord. Yeah. So I hope that in the limited time I have, these ayahs are touching our heart, and inshallah on our own time we can look into each and every word, and we can look into the message, and we can look into the tafsir, like what is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioning. So just by reading the bullet point, we know that the human nature is that he is impatient, he gets distressed very easily, he gets miser when he gets a lot of khair. But there is an exception, the exclusion of those who pray from what has preceded, an explanation of their deeds and their prayers. So this is the characteristics of the people who are going to be successful in the end. What do? They pray, they keep their prayer constant, and they know that in their mal, in their wealth, there is a right of other people who ask, and the people they know that they are unfortunate or less fortunate, and they need their help, and we help them without asking. Yeah. And they believe in the day of judgment, and they're always fearful of the azab of their Lord because they don't want to be among the group which is doomed. And inna azaba rabbihim ghayru ma'mun. And indeed the punishment of their Lord is not that from which one is saved. So something, if we get saved on the day of judgment and we end up in Jannah, we will say Alhamdulillah. But other than that, we should be worried about it because Allah's punishment is a fact, it's a haqq, and it is for the people who are unjust. And may Allah not include us in those group, and Allah protect us from that. And what else they do? وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. And those who protect their modesty, they have a good character. They are not immoral. They don't do immoral things. They protect their private parts. They protect their modesty. And what else? إِلَّا عَلَى أَزْوَاجِهِمْ أَوْ مَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُهُمْ فَإِنَّهُمْ غَيْرُ مَلُومِينَ. Except from their spouses or what they possess rightfully, then indeed they are not blameworthy. Except from their wives or those right hand possessive, for indeed they are not to be blamed. Meaning, in the halal way, everything is acceptable, and it's not going to be something frowned upon. And anybody who goes beyond that, فَمَنِ ابْتَغَى وَرَاءَ ذَلِكَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْعَادُونَ. But whoever seeks beyond that, if somebody seeks having halal ways, but then the person doesn't matter, male or female, they still seek outside of that some haram ways, then they are the one who are the transgressors. And what else they do? وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِأَمَانَاتِهِمْ وَأَهْدِهِمْ رَاعُونَ. And those are the one that their trust and promises, they attend to it. They are protected of their amanas. Like somebody trusts them with something, they fulfill their trust. If they make a promise, they fulfill their promise, they protect their things. So these are some of the characteristics which we should, if we have them, good. If we don't have them, then we are still alive, alhamdulillah. We should try to bring them back in our life, right? And those, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ بِشَهَادَاتِهِمْ قَائِمُونَ. And they stand firm on their testimonies. So, and those who are in their testimonies upright. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَى صَلَاتِهِمْ يُحَافِظُونَ. And those are the one who guard their prayer, keep a guard on their prayer. Alhamdulillah, we should say, if we are doing this, we should say, Alhamdulillah, may Allah increase us in this. And if we are not, then when we also make dua, Ya Allahumma Rabbana ja'alna minhum. Yeah. For what will happen to these people? Ulaika fi jannatin mukramun. Those will be in the gardens honored. Yeah. Do we want to be in these gardens? Do we want to be in Jannah? So what do we have to do? We have to mimic the group of people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is explaining in these verses what he expects from us. Okay, with show of hands, are you with me so far? Are you following in the limited time I have that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
Alhamdulillah.
Now look at the Surah Mu'minun, the same concept. Qad aflahal mu'minun allazina hum fi salatihim khashi'un وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنِ اللَّغْوِ مُعْرِضُونَ. If you read through these similar characteristics of who? The believers. Yeah? وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِزَكَاةِ فَاعِلُونَ وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. We just read this ayah here. Look, we read this ayah right here. وَالَّذِينَ over here. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. And tell me, is this any different? And look at this. Illa ala azwajihim aw ma malakat aymanuhum fa innahum ghayru malumin. So this is from Surah Mu'minun. And look at this ayah. This is exactly 2 verses, same, repeated. Yeah. So inshallah, this is where we want to focus, because we are looking nowadays, the people go to these seminars and webinars and they're saying, okay, how to do human development, how to do personality development, how do we learn this, our Quran is our best guide. It is sitting in our homes, it's in our hands. All we have to do is open it, read it, and ponder on it, and try to go deep inside. We have a treasure in our hands, but unfortunately, because of our own lack of understanding, we are not giving it the due right. So are we ready to, inshallah, go the next level with the Quran?
Inshallah.
And it doesn't take much, a 10-minute, 15-minute, or even 5 minutes, but reading with understanding, reading with the passion, reading with the desire to learn from it, desire to get a guidance from the Quran. Inshallah, it will change the course of our life, right? Now look at this one. Surah Al-Furqan, the last few verses. That who are the people, who are the Ibadur Rahman? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving us a roadmap of his slaves. He look up to the role models. Who are the one? The one who walk on the earth with humbleness. And when they deal with the Jahil people or ignorant, they just say Salaam alaikum and they mind their own business. They don't get in the, and they stay up at night. They do prayer and praying in front of Allah. Sujjadam wa qiyama yubituna. They're spending their nights in prostrating and standing. So if we read these 3 verses or these 3 set of verses and try to see how can I mend my life then the Quran will give you the best webinar, the best, the motivation, to put our life back on track. Do you agree? Okay.
Yes.
So
yes, we do.
I don't want to keep you more than I want you. And I know we are all busy, and we also have a janaza to attend in a few minutes. So please, thank you again for everyone to taking yes to my invitation and sticking around and trusting me with this information. And anything correct I said is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything wrong I said is purely my fault. I seek forgiveness from Allah. And anybody whom I have offended in any way, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, by saying anything silly, please forgive me. And we are going to break for 3 to 4 weeks, but please watch out, stay with the group, the WhatsApp group, because I'm going to be sending out the information for the next class. And I want each and every one of you, and then actually, if you can bring one more person with you, that will be great. That will be your Sadaqah Jariyah. So please give me a good feeling that you will do that, and you will at least come back yourself. The other thing is, next Saturday, please don't forget, we have a reservation on Saturday, December 2nd, 11 o'clock. We should be there before 11 o'clock at Taste of Lahore. Mashallah, looks like with the people, a lot of people are coming. We will have 60 plus people. So you will enjoy, and we will have a lot of fun. So please don't miss that. Okay. So anything anybody wants to say before I say goodbyes for today? No, with show of hands, anybody? No? Okay. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa
Alaikum assalam wa
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.